Welcome back. I'm your Santa Barbara web guy. Today we're talking about protecting your business against hostage takers. And this is something that I run into frequently with other web designers and with our clients that what'll happen is that they'll be working with someone and the relationship is really great, but over time, let's say after they've launched the website, it's off their mind. The site is up and running, but what if that web designer moves away, or they sell their business, or they shut down, or they get married, they leave, and then or even change their phone number and email address, and you can't reach them, but yet your business is relying on this person for that domain name, for the renewals, in order to make changes to the site, to do updates. Recently, I had a client, and he's getting a divorce. His business partner was his wife, and she's the one who set up the GoDaddy account for the domain name, for the hosting, and she won't share the information. The domain is expiring. Right now, his website is offline, and he's having to pay to recreate the site, and his emails are stopping working. His entire business has been based on this thing that he doesn't have access to now. So it's really important to protect yourself, to know the usernames and passwords, to constantly, to regularly check them. And in cases of a partnership, maybe you can switch over to role-based emails so that it's not owned by any one specific person. You can set up maybe a Google Authenticator that's shared by that role-based email, so that doesn't use necessarily a two-factor authentication relying on one person's cell phone. Instead, you can use the Google Authenticator app, and then everybody has equal access, and no one can shut the other person out. Ideally, if you're just a solopreneur and you have your relationships with your web designers and people, then having them giving you copies of the passwords, making sure you own the accounts, making sure they're tied to your email and not the web designer's email, making sure that, for example, with GoDaddy, you have the ability to delegate access. You don't have to give up ownership, and the same with services like Squarespace and Wix. You can assign team members in Shopify. A lot of these services now are allowing you to have multiple people on the account, and then you can control who has access to that information, and it saves you from that potential of being locked out. Also important to know, what are all the services that are being used? Are there plugins? Are there subscriptions and renewals that have to be made? What dates? How much? What was the payment method used? Are there any restrictions on those licenses? It's really important to understand all of the things that make your website work, all of the services that you rely on. So I hope this helps. Leave your questions in the comments below. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.